Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call to order the November 20th, 2025 meeting of the Charlotte County Airport Authority. Remind you to shut off your cell phones. Those who wish to join us for the invitation, please stand. Followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And I know I didn't turn my microphone.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to meet, and we just ask you to bless each and every one of us here today and those who use and operate our airport and beyond, to the citizens that we serve. We pray for health and safety. We ask for guidance and wisdom, and thank you for giving us the heart to serve. We ask all these things to your glory, in your name, in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Leskovich?
Here.
Mr. Swellen?
Here.
Mr. Carr? Present. Mr. Hansick?
Here.
Mr. Parrish?
Here.
Mr. Thornberry?
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone wishing to address the authority on an agenda item, please come forward and identify yourself. Seeing none, we'll move on to any additions or deletions to the agenda.
The one item that's noted in the agenda has been added to the new business at the end. It's the budget resolution.
Okay, we'll hit that when we get to new business. Employee recognition, do we have any today? Eric?
General Manager of the Air Center, and we'd like to congratulate Sonia Unger for 20 years of her incredible service at Punta Gorda Airport.
Wow.
Your dedication in overseeing the quality of our fuels kept things running smoothly and safely for countless flights while witnessing the airport expansion and growth from building projects to expanding terminal operations. We would like to thank you for your years of hard work. 20 years.
We hired Sonia to be the overnight person at the Air Center, or before the Air Center was there. And we've been 24 hours ever since, and we really appreciate her.
Beth?
Good morning, Commissioners and James. So today it's my privilege to be able to present and recognize Hughes Abraham with his 10-year award. Hughes is the supervisor over our custodial team. He's been that for, I think, 9 of the 10 years. He is the reason, the main reason why we're able to keep our custodial services in-house and on airport staff. And I'm thankful for that. As a lead, Hughes leads by example. He's in it every day with the team. If he's challenged with something such as an emergency project like pipes breaking and we have to clean up the water, or short staff, his response is always, don't worry, boss. What do you always say? We'll make it happen. So, I mean, he says it almost every day. Don't worry, boss, we're gonna make it happen. And he does make it happen, along with the team. He leads with fairness, and he has the respect of his team. As a person, he's a really good family man and very kind. He can fix anything, particularly that has a motor. So our equipment has longevity thanks to his skills with that. So on behalf of all the stakeholders, airport staff, and customers, I want to let you know how appreciated you are and respected. and how grateful we are to have him on the team. Thanks, Hughes.
Morning, Commissioners. James. I would like to take a moment for the board to recognize, or to thank you guys for the opportunity to recognize some of our employees for their accomplishments and the commitments. Two of our team members today for our airside operations team, Zachary Turner and Giorgio Angelino, have successfully both earned their ACE SMS certifications from the American Association of Airport Executives. And this is the Airport Certified Employee of Safety Management Systems. This is a rigorous and highly respected credential in our industry. Having two of our team members achieve it at the same time is a clear reflection of the depth and talent and commitment to safety that we have on this team. Zachary here has been with us for a year and a half, and his completion of this ACE SMS program underscores his commitment to safety, hazard mitigation, regulatory adherence, and continuous improvement. This curriculum equips aviation professionals with the critical skills needed to address complex safety challenges in high-stake environments. And Zach has clearly embraced that challenge. His expertise will directly strengthen our safety management system initiatives by sharpening our ability to detect hazards, reduce risk, and stay aligned with the highest industry standards and legal requirements. Most importantly, Zach's efforts translate into everyday and real protection for our employees, and customers, and everything that we do. Zach, congratulations on the accomplishment. And Giorgio here has also distinguished himself by earning the same ACE SMS certification. Giorgio has been with us for almost 3 years and has left a lasting impact on the department in his time with us. This achievement highlights his dedication to safety, risk management, regulatory compliance, and ongoing advancements to our safety culture. Giorgio now brings enhanced tools and knowledge that will help us proactively identify hazards, mitigate risk, and ensure that we remain at the forefront of the industry's best practices. His contribution plays a direct and daily role to keeping our passengers, staff, and operations safe. Congratulations, Giorgio. Having both Zach and Giorgio reach this milestone together is a powerful signal of the strength of our safety-focused culture and the caliber of the professionals that we have here. Their new qualifications will elevate our overall SMS program and position us even more strongly as a leader in operational safety. Thank you both for your hard work and commitment, and please join me in congratulating Zachary Turner and Giorgio Angelino.
Morning, Commissioners, Mr. Parrish. It is my distinct honor to congratulate Josh DeArmond, again, a frequent flyer up here for awards, on earning his Master's of Business Administration from Louisiana Tech University. This achievement is no small feat, accomplished amid profound personal and professional demands. Josh not only balanced the birth of his daughter, Talia, he maintained a high level of performance as airside operations manager at the airport and conquered significant personal adversities that would test the limits of anyone's endurance. Through those challenges, your dedication continued to the airport and your family, exemplifying resilience and balance. You continue to inspire us all to pursue excellence in every arena of life. Congratulations on this milestone, Josh. So a couple months ago, we learned that Mike Timms, our safety and security manager, was going to be moving on to a bigger airport with a good promotion and moving in his career, which we were very proud of. At that time, we were at a loss, I guess. We have Josh and Beth have picked up a lot of the slack in Mike's absence. And we're happy to announce that we were able to find somebody to step into the role of Manager of Safety and Security, which is Ryan Edmondson. Ryan's background started with military, Marine Corps, infantryman, and drone pilot for the Marines. After that, he served in various roles as a security officer and ultimately ended up with the Nebraska State Police as a lieutenant as a state trooper. So he has moved down here, made the move with his wife and 2-year-old, expecting another child in January. And we're happy to have him on board here and wanted to introduce him to you all so you would have a face to the name. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Welcome.
We've got one more. Good morning, Commissioners. Mr. Parrish, and I understand it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Swell.
Thank you, thank you.
Hope you're doing something fun after this. Yep. So today we're here with Wendy. Many of you know her, or know of her. So nearly 3 years ago, the Airport Authority, we faced a critical need. We needed a really good properties manager, and it had to be someone that could hit the ground running. To make matters harder, we weren't looking for just anybody. We needed someone that could update lease agreements, negotiate terms, ensure tenant compliance. It felt like a tall order. After many interviews and thinking that I had found the right person for this job, in walked Wendy. And from the moment I met her, I knew that she was the one that would be the perfect fit for our organization. Wendy quickly familiarized herself with the airport, our leases, and our tenants. Some were thrilled to meet her, and others, well, they're still learning how to appreciate Wendy. Over her tenure, Wendy became my go-to person for anything related to properties and contracts. She successfully negotiated major agreements, including our concessionaire agreement, the MRO deal, numerous land and building leases, and she's played a critical role in getting the CTC agreement put together. Her efforts didn't stop there. She's also been very instrumental in transitioning us to a new property management system that's now integrated with our new finance system, and she's worked diligently on other documents that we've needed to have updated as well. So the reason she's here, it's a bit of a bittersweet day. It's bitter for us, sweet for Wendy. But as she prepares to retire here in the next month or so, not everyone may have appreciated Wendy the way that I have, but she leaves knowing that she made PGD better than the way it was when she started. So Wendy, I wish you all the best. Your hard work and your foundation that you've built here over the past 3 years won't be forgotten, and all those efforts won't be wasted. So we'll continue to build on top of that. And so I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for us. We'll miss you. Thank you.
Okay, having completed our employee recognition, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Before we get into the consent agenda, I'd like to mention for the people that are here and those that are watching that all this information that this authority goes through is provided to us at least a week in advance. And to give you an example, this month's agenda has 178 pages in it. So it takes a while to go through it and understand it. And like the details on the consent agenda, and there are a number of items on there, are all in the document online. So if you really want to get into it, it's all there. We're very interested in maintaining transparency on what's going on. So with that, the chair will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda, unless there's an item any commissioner would like to take off.
I'll move to approve item number 8, the consent agenda.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, moving on, agenda item 9, Secretary Treasurer's Report. Commissioner Leskovich.
All appears to be good in the documents I have seen, but Mr. Parrish, I'm going to defer to you for some elaboration, please.
Sure, if we go to the overview, the month of September September is generally a month that we lose money, and we budgeted to lose money. We did have revenue exceeding our expenses, so it was actually a good month. And so a lot of that's due to Allegiant's increase in flights over what they had projected. So things are looking better than we expected for the start of a fiscal year, and we hope to see that continue. Oh, there we go. Do I need to do that again? Things look pretty good. Wait a second. Accounts receivables, we are getting better. Our accounts over 60 days, Allegiant is on the list, and we have been working with them. We are now sending our bills to 3 different people to make sure they get paid. It's an issue with fuel to pay certain things, and then their properties pays other things, so they don't like the way they get it from us. Well, we're working on it. We should get all of that paid up to date. And then just a couple of T-hangers are behind, and we'll work with those individuals to get those paid. But nothing really outstanding. And the balance sheet and the income sheet look good, as we just went over the income statement in short detail, and the balance sheet continues to go up as we add assets. Any specific questions?
Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to agenda item 10, liaison reports. I'll start off with City Council, Punta Gorda. I have nothing to report. I assume the water line issue's been taken care of? Thank you. Sean?
I've got no report.
Mr. Thornberry?
We haven't had a MPO meeting since our last meeting. I understand, though, there was a little bit of a miscommunication with the director on presenting to us regarding the long-range transportation plan. I spoke with him yesterday and asked him to re-engage, and that was probably a miscommunication between he and I. So I do encourage him to reach out and do a presentation, sometime first quarter. And really just focusing, I told him probably like 10 minutes, and just focus on long-range transportation plan, mostly around the airport or this region of our coverage area. So you should be hearing from him again soon. So sorry about that. The other, there was an EDP meeting that I was not able to make. James, were you able to attend that? It's, again, around the sales tax initiative.
Yeah, I did go to that. It was political,
Okay.
so.
So other than that, that concludes my report.
On the MPO, how much do they recognize, or do they let us stand alone as it relates to our master planning effort? Is there, I assume there's some interaction between the two, or at least a recognition that we're doing our deal out here.
They basically accept
Whatever we give.
what we do into their long-range transportation plan.
That's usually the way that goes. Okay, thank you. Mrs. Coppola is not here this morning as it relates to the community. And Steve, anything on the school board?
Just recently here, in the last roughly month, the school board, the school district received a $810,000 expanding aviation education grant from Workforce CAP. So I'm assuming that will be put to good work here.
Okay. Any further questions on liaison reports? Seeing none, we'll move on. Agenda item number 11, which is our attorney's report.
Thank you, Chairman. First, I want to point out that I've had the pleasure of working with Wendy for a number of years now. After she got me trained, we had a great working relationship. She's done a great deal relative to the airport. I don't know that, I think there's a fine line between tenacity and diligence, but either way, she has demonstrated that remarkably in dealing with all the tenants. And I am saddened that she's going to leave today because I just got trained. So I just want to reiterate what Chad said. Now I got to deal with Chad, as he finds something new now. But anyway, Wendy, thank you very much for all your efforts. We've dealt with numerous and varied issues over the last month. Most of them are resolved or resolving. We've worked on a large contract. I won't necessarily state what that was, a large agreement that I think might be presented to the board unless they proceed otherwise. But it's been negotiated with Chad, our aviation attorneys, myself for the finer points associated with it. I believe Chad has it and is finalizing the revision. Right now, we are not subject to any litigation, nor do I have any threats of litigation, which is all good news. Again, all the staff here is excellent to work with. Frankly, usually when I get a call about something, it's a real problem because they have not solved it already. Excellent people to work with. Thank you very much. Anything else?
Okay. Item 12, our CEO's report. Mr. Parrish.
I'm going to pass development over to Mr. White.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Commissioners. Brett White. Just go through the development report quickly. Any questions at all, stop me. Let me know. Like I said, the offer's always there. If anyone wants to tour any sites anytime, just please contact me. There's a lot going on at the airport right now. Start off and design our golf course Challenger Boulevard, which is the extension. We currently have different funding plans we're working on with the state DOT and the FAA. That is going to happen next year on the funding for that. Our master drainage plan update is currently in permitting. Once that is complete, we will put that out and complete that with bidding. The Air Center apron expansion, that was bid last month. That is on for board agenda later this morning, and we'll discuss different options with that. Our new ARF truck is being finalized. We finalized the decals on the truck. It is in production. We're expecting the delivery of that in March of next year. Our new FBO hangar, which is the hangar just to the east of the FBO, that is starting in January. We received the permit. We have everything finalized. We're good to go there. Our inline baggage system, that's probably the most important project right now going on at the airport around the holidays. It's been a busy couple weeks, the last 2 weeks. We finished our inline testing, our owner's testing last week. We're currently doing our TRR testing with TSA. We're hoping to wrap that up today, minus, a lot of the headaches we get with testing new systems. We've ironed everything out. Kudos to the design team, the contractor, the TSA, everyone's working together to get that accomplished. And we'll have our final testing, which is the ISAT, the first week of December. If all goes as planned with the inline baggage system, we will go live in December right before the holidays. So that is the plan, to keep things moving with the terminal expansion. We need space in there, so we're coming to the finish line on that project. Our new maintenance and operations facility, you'll see the new wall is complete. We're finalizing closeout with that with the contractor, working through a couple things right now. The CTC aviation facility, finishes are ongoing currently inside the building. We're still waiting on windows. We have some temporary plywood windows up. The windows are supposed to be in next week with installation the first week of December. But we do have power there. We have the water meter issue resolved. We got that probably the week after the last board meeting, so thank you for everyone's efforts with that. The parking lot is paved. We're currently working with the county on some landscaping issues. I don't see it being a major issue, but everything is going good with that. Right now, what we have told the school district is we're going to CO probably mid to the end of January, let them get moved in with probably a ribbon cutting February, March sometime. The commercial terminal expansion we are right in the heart of that. We almost have the apron demo complete. They're currently hauling in fill for the slab. All of our temporary tunnels are up and operational. We seem to get all the kinks worked out. Everything is running smoothly. Allegiant is happy. If you get a chance to walk through the terminals, I'll give you a tour. It's quite interesting how we designed and constructed this. The tunnels will go through the new building while it's being constructed. But everything is going smooth there. The building for the new terminal is expected to be delivered first part of the year, with erection to start shortly thereafter. We're finalizing the Hangar 611, they're finishing up the doors this week, had some issues there, that'll be done. Northside Infrastructure Development, we are in closeout right now, we're still waiting on the phone line to be moved to finalize that. Our Taxiway Charlie reconstruction and Taxiway Charlie Delta intersection improvements, we're on the final phase of that right now. Taxiway Alpha in certain areas are closed. They are working around the clock on that. After Thanksgiving, runway 422 will be closed temporarily while we do the connector to that runway. That'll be open before Christmas. Once that is done, everything on the airfield will be open up until right after the holidays. First week of January, we will start the Taxiway Alpha reconstruction. That'll be closed in sections. There'll be some back taxiing, but we have that scheduled. We had our pre-construction, everything is moving forward there. Building 97 replacement, which is the old Air Trek hangar. We received the permit for that building. They're currently digging the footers out there with the building expected to arrive early part of the year, and there will be start erection on that. So a lot going on. The perimeter road is also going on. You'll see the orange silt fence out there, what we discussed earlier. Part of our perimeter road on the south side, we have started. We're moving some fence, getting the perimeter road in there. No issues with that. It's not hampering operations, so. Any questions, concerns?
On the CTC, the existing facilities, what are you guys thinking about? What are you going to do with them?
So the existing facilities are there. Some of the trailers we own, some of the trailers they own. Once they vacate, which, we'll probably give them a couple months to move out, those trailers, we're going to look at getting rid of those. And the hangar facility, once they're out, will probably come down. Unless, Mr. Parrish, you have anything to add to that?
It was supposed to come down 14 years ago.
Yeah, sure. It will be coming down. The future and the master plan will show that. The future for that area is going to be more apron space for commercial airlines. So that is critical that we get that. Any other questions?
Okay.
I'm going to play Miss Miller today. She is at a wedding. If you've been into Bag Claim, you'll see our new LED screen is up, and our visitor convention bureaus are advertising on it. There's new advertising cabinet there to kind of coordinate everything in one spot. Allegiant, guys, go and look at this. This is the future of our advertising. We're going to go all digital as much as possible. We have one of these screens now in the rental car center and one in Bag Claim. We'll be putting a few in the new terminal as we expand it. Trenton was announced. If anyone wants to go to New Jersey, that flight will start in February and be Mondays and Fridays. New Orleans started tomorrow. It starts this Friday. So tomorrow is our first flight to New Orleans, if anyone wants to go to New Orleans. And the Christmas parade's December 13th. I think there's directions and everything in your board packet on how to get there and where to go. And everything else is in front of you. If you have any questions, call Kaylee. I don't know anything about web search details and all this fun stuff, but it shows graphs that people go to our website a lot. We did go semi-viral on one of our posts for the weirdest reasons, but it was the Autism Awareness Day, lighting the tower. I think that we had more comments on that than we've ever had on anything, so strange. But we had, I think she said we had 150 new people join our Facebook page because of that. So. Aviation report, Mr. LaRoche.
Morning again, Commissioners. Continuing our trend of increased operations. Operations this October were up about 1,500 total over the previous year. Again, that's continuing what we've seen over the past year with all the flight school traffic and busy at the Air Center. Also, I would note that the beginning of the air show week started in October, so we have a little bit of that traffic in here as well. On passenger traffic, October was a major increase, 35% over October of last year. I think that's partially due, and we'll see some of the numbers, partially due to the storms that we had last year around that time. We were down in traffic, so you'll see that in the fuel as well. We ended up, or 20% year over year for the calendar year still. With 2 months to go, I think this month we will hit, for the first time ever, 2 million passengers in a year. So we'll see next month if we're at that mark through November. We should end up the year at about 2.2 to 2.3 million passengers, which will be a record for us. Avgas gallons sold off the truck, again, partially due to air show, the end of October, and the increase in traffic, up 2,600 gallons over October of previous year. Self-service, same thing, up 3,000 gallons over the previous year. Jet A gallons sold, that was down, and that is the opposite with hurricane. So we see less GA traffic around hurricanes or storms, and we see a lot more jet traffic because we have people flying in supplies, a lot of helicopter traffic, things like that. So last year, that number was up. We're down this year 13,000 gallons on Jet A sold. Again, reverse of that. For airline gallons pumped, because of the storms, airline operations ceased for a couple of times over a 2-week period last year. This year we didn't see that, plus we had a 35% increase in traffic for the air carrier, so 385,000 gallons increase over previous year. Many of you attended the air show. We had a very successful air show this year. Appreciate everybody's hard work on that from our team. We had a lot of staff time goes into that, between maintenance, operations, really everybody on the team gets involved with that. And I think overall this was the most well-coordinated air show that I've seen since I've been here 12 years. So I think a lot of that goes to the credit of the current air show president, Denise Dull, who's here today. Denise, would you like to come up and say anything about the show?
If I may?
Sure. Thank you.
Commissioners, thanks for inviting me to the podium. This was a challenging year for us, not denying, and a lot of last-minute decisions had to be made. The support of the airport is very much appreciated and always valued in our input and how we put on our show. So I just want to say thank you for all your support. It was probably a losing year for us for 2 years in a row, so we do have some challenges going forward, but we're excited about what the future years have for us to come and play. Thank you so much.
What do you, what does it look like for next year with ICAS?
I will know Tuesday morning of the convention, which is, I think, December 7th or 8th, what the next 2 years will look like for us.
So the Blues and Thunderbirds are scheduling out for 2 years?
Yes, they always schedule out for 2 years, yeah.
Got a good shot.
We do, actually, yeah, we do.
Great.
Thank you, Board. That concludes my report.
Thank you.
Okay, any old business from commissioners or staff?
No, not for me.
Okay, moving on to new business. Item A, election of officers. Now, you have to conduct the election, Mr. Carr. Do you know how to use this, or do you need instruction?
Guess I had my socks once on that.
Chair is turning over the election of officers to our legal counsel, Mr. Carr.
Thank you very much. I'd like to open the floor for nominations for a chair.
For discussion purposes, how do we feel about the current makeup? Chair Hansick, are you comfortable, or what's your
Fine,
desire?
I'd be honored to do it. Let somebody else, you know. Sometimes in the past, we've kind of rotated, you know, the chair or any of the officers, everybody's one vote, other
Well,
than.
3 of us are wearing socks today, so.
I'm comfortable with vice chair.
Well, that may be a new board policy.
I would like the opportunity in the future, but I'm comfortable. It seems like yesterday we were just doing this. The year flew by. It does. So I just, again, we don't get to talk outside of this meeting, so I just thought I'd open it up for
I
some
think
type of
Mr.
discussion.
Hansick's been doing a fantastic job. I mean, I'm willing to renominate him for chair.
A nomination of Commissioner Hansick for chair. Any other nominations? Any other nominations? One more. Nominations are closed. Take a voice vote on this. All those in favor of Mr. Hansick serving as your chair, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, Commissioner Hansick. You get to serve yet again. Would you like to gavel back to complete the elections, or would you prefer I do that?
I understood the motion to maintain all officers in their current
Is that motion to
position.
Maintain all officers, or just Mr. Hansick?
That's up to the board. The vote was just the chair, but I'm certainly
then
willing
you have to go through the
continue to
rest
serve
of them.
If you'd like, I will entertain a motion to keep all officers the same. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Thornberry. Do I have a second?
Second. Can I do that?
You can do that as a chair.
I can't do that.
I'll second it.
I have a second to keep all officers as in the prior year. Any discussions on the motion? No discussion on the motion. I'll call it for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No opposed. The board remains the same and the officers remain the same. So I pass the gavel back to you.
You're relieved of your duties
Thank you.
today.
Illustrious service prior and looking forward to promotion. With that.
Okay, moving on. Following suit, I'd recommend we maintain the liaison with the various entities within Charlotte County remain the same. If everybody's happy with that, we'll just make that appointment that way. Okay, great. Show the record that liaison officers will maintain the same as was in 2025. Okay, item C under new business. Filling the south pond as it relates to a change order. You might explain, Mr. Parrish, where that is so everybody's aware of it.
We don't have a picture of that one, do we? So the south pond is right behind the old maintenance facility. It was built when we built the south ramp back in probably the late 90s. And the pond is twice the size of the impervious surface of the ramp. We have been working for years to get that taken out of service with the purchase of the Nordell property and making that our master drainage pond. We were able to get that out of the drainage system that we needed for treatment about 10 years ago, but we were never in a position to fill that pond in. We did re-permit it, and we've had some excess fill from some projects, and we were able to get about 70% of it filled. We demucked it, we filled it with all the excess we had on site. We have an opportunity to buy another 1,000 loads of dirt at $200 a load.
Well, it's cheap.
If any of you have bought dirt lately, that is pretty cheap. Almost half price of what we're seeing out there. So that's $200 a load delivered. We'll have to pay a contractor to spread it and roll it. So that's what we're looking at, about $275,000. This will get the site to about subgrade level. It'll keep it from holding water in the future. We will have some fill coming off of the Alpha project, and we'll go ahead and put that in there as well. Just an opportunity that we didn't see coming, and I'd like to take advantage of that price so we can move forward. Average cost of a load right now is between $375 and $425. So I just, when this came up, thought we'd bring it to you guys and hopefully move forward on it.
Do you have an anticipated start time period?
Next week.
Immediately.
They're trying to get rid of the dirt right now. So if you guys approve it, we'll call them right after this, and they'll probably start loading it out tomorrow and through the weekend.
Is 1,000 cubic yards enough? Or 1,000 loads enough?
Like I said, it'll get it about to subgrade elevation. We'll need another foot, but as we develop that site, we'll be bringing it up. So I think it's sufficient to keep it from holding water and make it usable in the future.
I'll move to approve item 14C as recommended.
I'll second it.
Just from a discussion standpoint, absolutely. I mean, $200 a load is not going to get any cheaper than that, and it's not currently or anytime soon, so.
Okay, we have a motion and a second approving additional work and loads. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried, unanimous.
Thank you. That's going to help that area. And as you'll recall in the master plan, that's shown as a hangar, a maintenance facility area. We've been talking to Allegiant about building there. As they expand their operations, they really need a central area so we don't have trucks pulling in during our board meetings to unload equipment next door. So we're still hoping to move forward with them. If not, we're going to put the site out. We do have a couple of other people looking at it. So I think once it's ready, it'll be something we can lease in the next, nothing's fast, but in the next period of time.
So this will not be the Larry McClure EAA parking lot then?
He will have a parking lot as part of the.
That's kind of a.
But he just got a really nice regraded, re-gravel parking lot.
I know they're very happy with it, so, okay. Moving on, the agenda item 14D, Air Center apron expansion. This ought to be an interesting discussion.
So a few years ago, we received a line item grant from the legislators to build the north infrastructure, which included the road that is already built. It'll go to the MRO project that is moving forward, and also to fill in some of the grass area in front of the Air Center and the GA ramp. Can we go to the picture real fast? So we bid it in 4 different phases. Area A, Area A and B, Area A, B, and C, and then A, B, C, and D. We have the money to build A, and we would end up with about $210,000 left in the grant, and we have some other things that are grant eligible that we could do with that. If we move forward with anything above A, it would have to come out of reserves, and we haven't budgeted for that. We are looking at some other projects in the near future that money could be used for. My recommendation is to either do just A or the whole thing. If we do A and B, we still end up with a lot of grass, and we really need D, the taxiway connector, in the future. But I do think there's an opportunity for us to go to the DOT and put that back in our JSIP in the future to get that phase funded.
You mentioned, and the question I had when I first saw this again was, if you go with D, is that going to compromise other projects if we do D? Because you're talking about $3.5 million of our dollars.
Yes. So we're currently negotiating to purchase a building on the airport, and it's going to be about a $5 million purchase. That money is set aside in the CFC accounts, but that would be a more pressing use of that money right now. Like I said, I do think we can go back to the FDOT in the future and get B, C, and D funded.
If we did D, would that compromise, again, same question, would that compromise our reserves for these other things that you have floating out there?
I mean, we have, it wouldn't. We have sufficient reserves to do both projects. It's just how comfortable the board is spending an additional
$3.5
million. I mean, like I said, in my opinion, we do A or the whole thing, because any other combination doesn't give us
what you need from an
what we
operational
need, yeah.
standpoint. And of course, this is always a nice thing to do, that, hey, we're doing this for general and corporate aviation. You know, sometimes these guys feel a little slighted that all the money's going towards air carrier stuff, but
what you're looking at up there right now, not the A, B, C, and D, that's about $36 million total
that's right.
that we have spent.
And people lose sight of that, you know, unless you're involved in it. I'd leave it up. You know, we've got a couple of folks on the board that are involved in construction and cost, and open it up for discussion among the commissioners on whether you want to spend the, you know, staff's recommended either A or D, and I don't know how the board members, you know.
Would it cost us more money if we did it later?
Oh, yeah. No question about that.
That's where I was going with it.
Cut you off, but just so you, for clarity, you're discussing Schedule A and Schedule D as opposed to areas A and D.
Well, yes.
Same,
Make sure that when we make a motion that we have that clear, that you're talking about the specific bid schedules, not the areas that it does.
Yeah, so Schedule A is Area A, Schedule D is A, B, C, and D areas.
So when we're referring to D, we're talking about
All of it.
The whole project.
And that's, if this was strictly coming out of our pocket in the future directly, that would be my concern, is we know things aren't going to get any cheaper anytime soon, if at all. But the opportunity to have liquid funds for other, you know, other initiatives, as well as the idea that we can go after grant money in the future, I feel more comfortable going with option A. That's just my take on it.
Do you have an idea of when applications could be put in for the additional grant money?
It would be in the 5th year. Everything we do with the DOT is 5-year.
Every 5 years. So if we did A, we're going to have to wait 5 years to even begin the process for up through D. And
I
how
think it
would
makes
that,
sense.
and I'm sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
And how would that, if we only did A now, is there a hindrance in having to wait 5 years for D?
We, during season, that ramp fills up, which is the reason we went the legislative route to get this money. I will be honest, we were trying to get this through economic development funds. It came in through FDOT funds. That meant we lost another project that we are now pushed that project out a few years. Because they don't supplement funds, they just take it away from either our money or another airport's money. With CTC moving up there are going to be more planes on the ramp. With the little area that says contractor employee parking, that site is currently being designed for a hangar. And the MRO is significantly far along with their design. We just got their plans this week. So that area is getting busier. 5 years, you know, obviously we could spend this money, our money, in the next 5 years if it comes to that, but I don't think it will get any cheaper.
And then it's gonna be another construction site.
It's
5
another
years,
construction
just get it
cycle,
done now.
another
Right.
disturbance on the ramp. I mean,
Right.
as the pilots in the room know, construction on an airport is continuous and a pain in the butt.
Mr. Carr,
Sorry, Mr. Carr.
Mr. Carr, can we kind of take a straw poll based on the discussion that we've had now? Can we legally do that without taking a vote?
Sir, at your meeting, you can do as you'd like. Normally, you would.
Oh, I like that answer.
Well, since you're the chair another year, I gotta be nice to you.
So
But
here's the way.
anyway, normally you would have a motion to either approve, and what I'm hearing is either bid schedule D or bid schedule A, and then you should have discussion on the motion. So that would be the appropriate way of doing it to keep this moving. I do know there's some confusion here because you got areas and bid schedules have the same letters, so that's why I'm very adamant that if you go forward with this, that somebody say bid schedule D or bid schedule A, as opposed to area A or area D.
Well, is there a interest one way or another to go with bid schedule?
Can I just ask
Go
one more
ahead.
question before we
Yeah,
get into
yeah.
contractor stockpile area? What is that slated to be in the next 5 years? That area?
That's where NAS MRO is.
That's where the MRO
Yeah.
is. And access, obviously, okay.
So if we only did bid schedule A, are they building, constructing in anticipation of up through D being built as well?
It's designed for all of it.
Designed for all of it. In 5 years, we may have to then come back and potentially redesign A? Or is there going to be more cost associated?
So theoretically, our design is good. The FAA, although they do change parameters, the taxiway fillets on Area D are different than they would have been 2 years ago. So hopefully the FAA doesn't change anything, but they could and cause us to redesign it. So there is some additional cost. I mean, there's always going to be additional cost because you have mobilization costs and all of that we're combining into one big project that you wouldn't have with.
What, on a design question, what's the design load on the pavement?
80G3.
Which is,
737.
yeah, it's
320.
heavy pavement.
It is. And we did that specifically because we're getting a lot more heavy metal in that area.
And you need places to park them, because we don't have the air carrier ramp to put the big boys
We
on.
have taken Airbus charters over there already through Legion, so with the pavement right now being 80G2, it's not ideal, but.
You could
even
use
with
it, you can use it
A would
occasionally.
provide
Yeah,
80G3.
yeah, gotcha.
So during peak, our existing apron is obviously serving, or suffice, to some degree, even during the peak of the season. And if we add A,
so
from an operation standpoint, a demand, and from a space standpoint, are we?
Mr. Parrish,
Are we
if
in
I
line?
may on that, right now, we actually go into the south ramp during season. So we are pushing tenants that would potentially be on the Air Center apron down to the south of the airport on the south apron where we have basically overflow space.
And we're currently parking in the grass, about 12 airplanes.
Flight school.
And as CTC develops and our hangar develops, those spaces go away too. So, like we said, the south ramp is where the pond is, and we're about to redevelop that area. So that area is going to be less usable for general aviation, which is our goal, is to move general aviation up here. So.
I'd like to hear what Eric has to say from an operations standpoint. Our GA guy, he's there every day and he sees the traffic coming in and out.
Yes, thank you. As an operations standpoint, especially if we're going to be building a new hangar there, we're going to need more room just for the safety issue of it. Parking, we are getting larger aircraft in. They're sitting there, some of them are there for a few days. So we want to make sure that, everything's comfortable, that it's a comfortable ramp. We have enough space for it. And it's my understanding that next to this new hangar we're building, there's plans for another one.
Yeah.
We don't know when that's going to be, but it does get a little crowded there. We are tailing some aircraft up in the grassy area, so we're constantly shuffling aircraft around, and the more you move an aircraft, the more chance you have of
Yeah,
something happening to it, so.
And with our hangar going in there, that's going to be a gang hangar, and they're going to have space to move planes
Correct.
out to get, because inevitably, the plane in the back's the one you need.
Yes. It's, and as it stands now, even before season, sometimes it gets pretty tight there.
Eric, you might explain for our viewers what you mean by heavy metal.
Heavy metal are the big aircraft, the big Gulfstreams.
Like the Airbus charters, that kind of stuff.
Airbus charters. We had an Airbus charter there. We're anticipating getting some more. We also have a possible diversion for United. We were accepted for that, so we'll need more room in case that happens.
Is that where the commissioners would park their G5?
Yeah.
Correct.
You're going to combine your salaries to buy a jet.
Yeah, we couldn't afford to put fuel on it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks,
So-
Eric.
James, how much is in our reserves?
Chad? 30?
Around 2 million.
What?
In reserves?
Total
Total
reserves.
reserves. It's 30, we just got an insurance check this week, so.
Because that's where these funds would be coming from, right?
Yes.
The
Yes.
reserves.
And where are we at under 5 years?
So total reserve is $2 million.
So we don't even have enough in the reserves to
No,
cover it.
total, how much cash do we have?
Yeah.
Total cash?
Yes.
35 million?
Yeah. So our reserve account, we have investment accounts, and so we're trying, this is our new, so we don't look like we have so much
Too much money.
It's reserved for other things.
For
so-
projects.
The reserve, that $2 million is parking lot reserves,
Yeah.
Operational reserves, yeah.
apron reserves, just maintenance items.
Yeah, that we have set aside. So total cash is about 35 million. So,
All right, so Brent, what potential projects would have to be delayed by using this additional roughly $3.5 million?
None of the current projects we have listed in the CIP would be affected by this. I think the projects Mr. Parrish was referring to was some purchase of some other properties that we were looking at.
and like I said, it's just the appetite of the board to use reserves. Obviously, that's why we put it away. I do like to keep, our goal when we did the master plan was to have 15 million. We have well exceeded that. And so I just think we need to, and we have done it. We've done the cash outlay schedule, and we know what we're building and what's coming in. This would not affect us financially. It would just lower
this,
our
we can do that in a year.
reserve, our total. So,
So the way I see this is, just looking at the net present value of $1, it's gonna be cheaper to do it today than it is to do it in 5 years from now. I'm in favor of doing the bid Schedule D to just get it done now.
I
But
agree.
That's just my opinion on it.
I
didn't
agree, being
realize
in
it
the
was a
construction
5 years.
business, it makes sense to just do it now.
Chad, historically, we refund our reserves to about 3 million a year, would you guess?
Correct.
Our net profit is somewhere. So,
And where are we at in the 5 years with the DOT?
it would be 5 years. We would have to put it
put
in
in
our.
now
it'll be
for
5
5
years from
years
now.
down. I agree with Steve. It sounds like we have fairly immediate needs within that 5-year period. I'd probably go with D without any question. Schedule D, excuse me.
Yeah. Do I want to spend an additional $3 million out of our pocket? Absolutely not. But I'm not in the construction business. I'm in the other area, so I have to rely upon you guys. But just looking at
Well, again, can we borrow
the
some money
cost,
from you?
what's that?
Can we borrow some money from you?
Can borrow money from me? No, we're going to call it from Daryl over here.
Steve, you want to make that in the form of a motion, and then we'll see how the vote goes.
Is there no other? Okay. I would move to approve item 14B, that the board select bid schedule D that includes areas A, B, C, and D. And that the Charlotte County Airport Authority fronts the bill on that.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign, motion carries unanimously.
I didn't vote. I'm going to be a nay, for the record.
Well, it's not unanimous. Motion passes. Okay.
Last item is something we usually have in our consent agenda, but we didn't have it all completed in time to get it into the consent agenda. It's our required end-of-the-year reconciliation of the budget. Chad, do you want to explain how all the fun stuff, or Heather?
Sure. Yep, so as you know, we make a budget at the beginning of the year, and obviously there's some differences that occur throughout the year. Revenues are greater than what's expected, or it could be less in different accounts. Same thing with expenses. So at the end of the year, we just have to settle that up. We come to you with a budget amendment, and thankfully this year we ended up netting a positive number. So that's what the adjustment effect shows.
Yeah, so the original budget, well, I won't go through everything, but where the amended budget's operating gain of 4.9 million and change. So we need to approve the amendment and the resolution 2025-10 as presented.
I move as presented.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. We do separate, did we? We're okay.
Yeah. I took that as a motion.
We approve both.
Under discussion, which was 14, both of the items.
For both items. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Agenda item 15, any public comments? Anyone wish to address the board on anything? Seeing none, we'll open for commissioners' comments and open discussion.
I'd just like to reiterate what you like to point out, that this packet comes to us beforehand, and I don't like to give the impression that we're just rubber stamping things, that I don't know individually if you do the same, but I typically speak with James on anything and everything that has a question mark in my mind as I'm going through the agenda and information. So I like that you point that out, because there's a lot of preparation on my part, at least, that goes into this, coming into this meeting. So a lot of these decisions might seem like they're quick, because I've already discussed it, researched it, and been satisfied. So thank you for that.
Okay. Sean?
Same thing. I'd like to congratulate all you guys on your achievements, and appreciate it.
Steve, anything?
I think I wrote my names down here right. Sonia, Hughes, Giorgio, Zach, Wendy, Josh, Ryan. I think I got you all here. Congratulations to you. Welcome to the airport. We're going to hate to see you leaving. I wish you guys the best of luck. Keep up the great work with those that have accomplished their certificates and accomplishments. And as we come to the end of the year here soon, let's move into the next year with a nice, prosperous ending from this one.
Okay, thank you. And I'd like to say thanks for everyone for coming and watching. We have a happy and safe holiday season. We will not have a board meeting in December, so
Unless there's an emergency.
we will see all your happy faces in 2026.
We have a newly painted Christmas float, is that what I understand?
We have a new float. You guys all got your
Invitation.
invitations to the Christmas party. Daryl got his, Mr. Carr.
And mine's right here.
Yes, I just want to make sure. We
Okay.
did forget him one year, and he was very upset. so
Last year was the first year I was invited.
That's